everybody, and welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's weekend is getting off to a great start. Anyways, today's video, I'd like to do something besides ASMR. I want to talk about mental illness and depression and addiction. I had a video out a couple of years ago, and I was doing good. I had over 300 subscribers, and I was doing good, but I was in the middle of my addiction. Yes, I am an alcoholic and an addict, and I got addicted to pills. And a couple months ago, I had a little accident. I'm okay, I'm fine, but I think it was supposed to happen because it made me wake up, and it scared the heck out of me, truth be told, that, I don't want to live like this anymore. Just constantly sad and taking pills to numb that sadness and the pain. It's just very, very hard to explain, but this is why I want to talk about it, because it's no laughing matter. And as you all know, one of my favorite actors, Matthew Perry, passed away about 3 weeks ago, and they're not sure from what, but he's an alcoholic and an addict. He admitted that he was, and I think he was sober at the time of his death. And until we get the toxicology report, we don't know exactly. But 54 years old, and he was a hardcore user and drinker. When he admitted to how much he was consuming a day on pills, I could not believe it. And this man was actually, he almost died back in 2018. His colon ruptured on him. He was in ICU and in a coma for, I think, over a month. And he came out of it and lived. But now, maybe his poor body just couldn't take it anymore, even if he did quit. With some people, when you quit alcohol and drugs, depending on how much you consumed, sometimes it's too late. And then other times, the body can repair itself. But I was absolutely crushed when I heard about this. And I was also crushed and pissed. The comments that some people were making on social media, on YouTube. And I wanted so bad to come out and say something, but I didn't, because I didn't want to get kicked off YouTube, because I've gotten kicked off YouTube before. Or I couldn't comment on videos anymore, because sometimes Karen's got to say exactly what she thinks. Well, that can't happen no more. But look at that beautiful smile. I mean, and he seemed like he was such a good person too. I mean, I didn't know him personally. I wish I did. But he was a great actor. He was so funny. So funny. He was up there near Robin Williams. He really was. But, my motto is, if you have nothing nice to say to anybody or anything, don't say anything at all. I've been there, believe me. I used to run my mouth and say shit, but I don't do it anymore because it hurts somebody else, and I have no reason to say it. So keep it to yourself. You don't need to bring your misery into everybody else's life, right? And that's how I was for a long, long time, and I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect. But there were times when I was so damn miserable, I wanted the whole world to be miserable with me. Well, that's not the way the world works, Karen. So anyways, I can totally identify. I've watched a couple of his interviews, and the things he would say, I totally get it. I understand what he's talking about, because I've been there, and I know all too well. And alcoholism and addiction cannot be cured. It can be arrested. Therefore, there's all different kinds of groups or therapy or church, whatever you find that helps you get help that you need. And one thing, the reason why I'm making this video is I think I want to help people. And if there's someone out there that I can help, I think that's great. I'll even give my phone number out if anybody really needs to talk or anything like that. But mental illness goes with addiction most of the time, but then there are people that suffer from mental illness that don't even have the disease of alcoholism. But it's still a big issue in the world today. I mean, a lot of people have it, and a lot of people don't do anything about it. And, you know, there's all different kinds of mental illness. There's everything from bipolar disorder to multiple personality disorder to schizophrenia, psychotic, psychopath, whatever it is, you know, everybody's different. And with me, my mental illness is just so much of my mind not shutting up. I mean, my mind just goes a million miles an hour, and it's something that I really have to try to work on because it doesn't help. I am going to be honest, I've been a very negative, pessimistic person all my life, and changing that and turning it around into a positive is going to take a lot of time. It's not just going to get changed overnight. But I have to do what I have to do to make those changes, to get the help I need. So, therefore, the first of the year, I am going to try to get into a drug alcohol rehab. Probably a 90-day program. I've gone through it before. The reason why I want to go is because it helped me the first time. I'm around other alcoholics and addicts. They have counselors there. You go to meetings. You have all different activities, and it helped me. It really did. And I have to surround myself with that for a while until I can go on my own. And even though I go on my own, I'm still going to need somebody to help me out and say, hey, look, this is how it is. This is what you need to do. Because it's very easy for me to get into I isolate a lot, self-isolation, and it's very, very unhealthy for me. And that's another reason why I'm making these videos, because I don't want to live like that anymore. I can't live like that anymore. It's very dangerous for me to live like that. And, you know, I'm not getting any younger, and my life is going nowhere. I don't even have a routine. I'm still not working. You know, I'm not ready to go back to work. To be truthfully honest, I'm not ready to go back to work right now. One thing with rehab is they help you find a job when you're ready, and they help you find a job. They don't just send you out there, okay, go fill out as many applications as you can. Now, my experience is in retail, and also I have some office experience. I can type like 50 to 60 words a minute. I don't think I want to get back into retail, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, so I have to get whatever is going to pay the bills. So, of course, I kicked myself in the butt for never going to school, but I was not college material back then. I was too much of a party animal. Yes, I partied all the time. And that's okay. And I'm still relatively young. I mean, I think I might want to go to school to be maybe a drug abuse counselor. You know, it only takes 6 months of school, and I really think I want to help people because it helps me. If I can help someone else, it helps me, bottom line. But this whole thing with Matthew Perry, oh my gosh, it's sad to see, and no matter if he's a actor or not, seeing somebody at the age of 54 die, you know, which, excuse me, there's a lot of people that die of heart attacks every single day, just because it's just the way it is, you know. But it's just sad to hear about all of this that he went through, and I think he was sober when he died. I think he was. I'm not sure. We won't know until we get the results back from the autopsy. But like I said, even though he did get sober, the amount of alcohol and drugs this man did, I can't believe he didn't die years ago. But I just look at him, you know, and look at that smile. He's so adorable, you know. He's such a good actor, too. And it just saddens me that assholes had to say something about him. You know, keep your comments to yourself. That's all I have to say. And if you don't understand mental illness, I understand that. But don't criticize it. Don't put it down, because it's not funny. It's a serious, serious thing in our world. Not just the country of the United States, but the whole world. The whole world's screwed up. Look around. You know? But I don't have to be a part of it, because Karen wants her help, and I'm going to get my help. And once I get my help and I start to see things differently, I will perceive the world in a better way. At least with me, I will. And that's just how it is, because I've changed my thinking and my outlook on life, and it will happen. Things do get better, but it takes a lot of work. So I just wanted to come out and talk about this for a few minutes, because it's a big deal to me, because I have it. And I want to spread the word, and I want to let people know that there's nothing to be embarrassed about or to be ashamed about, having any kind of mental illness. Nothing. And don't let people tell you, oh, you'll snap out of it, you'll be okay, don't worry about it. You know, I'm sorry. If someone came to me, no matter how mild or how severe your depression is, if someone came to me and said, hey, look, I really need someone to talk to, I'm not feeling right, I've got a loss of appetite, I'm not social, I don't want to do anything anymore, you know, I would be right there in a second to help them out. I'm not going to ignore it. And I think a lot of mental illness is ignored, you know, not by, you know, just by other people. It's just, you know, because there's so much anger and negativity out there that, you know, but just don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise, you know. And if someone says that to you, then you shouldn't be talking to them. You need to go to somebody that you know will understand what you're talking about. So, I just really wanted to talk about that for a couple minutes. And I'm in a good way. I'm on my way. It's been hard. It's been a long journey, but I'm okay, you know, and I take it one day at a time. And one other thing that Matthew Perry said, and Robin Williams said it too. Robin Williams was a recovering alcoholic and addict. Of course, that's not how he died. He had Lewy body dementia, which is a very, very bad case of dementia, which is not curable. But he said it, and he said, you know, your brain is a 3.5-pound gland that just sometimes has a mind of its own. And it's true. It's like sometimes you start to think and you just can't turn it off. It's like, shut up already, just stop. You know, and with me, when I start thinking negatively, I have to automatically stop and think about something else. You can't think of two things at the same time, right? You can't. So that's a big thing. And, you know, it's true. Our mind is very, very powerful. And it controls on what we do, what we say, how we live our life. You know, so it's up to each and every one of us to change that. And changing our thinking is the first step. So with that, I hope I didn't get too personal with this, but that's okay, because I wanted to talk about it. And I hope I helped somebody. And don't hesitate to comment. Let me know how you feel, you know. Unless it's really negative or mean or angry, don't leave a comment, because I won't tolerate it. But I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and God bless you. I'll see you later.